your heart.
That's one thing I don't know a whole lot about is like the Bible, you know.
Okay.
But I got a lot of faith, you know.
So the Gentiles
The war's already been won.
True.
Really? Yeah.
The Gentiles that pertaining to salvation is talking about Israelites who are uncircumcised spiritually. And then they become circumcised spiritually. Meaning they wake up to who they are. Like the Lord said, I am sent to save that which is lost. The lost Israelites, the lost tribes of Israel.
Right.
Like we say, you could be one of them. We don't know. You know, we can't mark you off because you got Israelites still scattered amongst the other nations, and you got Israelites that's gonna look like so-called white people and whatnot. It really goes off your father, but your spirit ultimately is gonna show if you are or not. So all you can really do is hope.
Like an example is you ever heard of? I'm pretty sure you heard of Vin Diesel, the actor.
Yep.
What do he look like to you?
What does he look like to me?
What race does he look like?
Indian.
Nah, he look like a so-called white man.
Oh, Vin Diesel. I was thinking of
Vin Diesel, yeah. He look like a so-called white man.
I was thinking of
But did you know he actually a so-called black man?
Really?
He looked the way he looks because his mama is a so-called white woman, but his daddy looked like us.
Right.
Who else? Blake Griffin, the basketball player.
Well, and like my husband, both of his parents are dark skinned, but he came out light skinned.
What's his nationality?
I don't know. Like,
is he black?
I don't know. They don't call him mixed or anything like that. You know, they call him red skin, I guess. When it's like that.
He's from America?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, of course he's from America.
Is his parents black?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he one of us.
Yeah. He just came out with like light skin and light eyes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're just showing you right there that we got people who are our people who look like the other nations.
Yeah, I got one too. Jeremiah 29.
Well, just like
Leonardo. No, what's this dude's name? The dude who played in Face Off. John Travolta.
Yeah.
He an Israelite. He's a Sicilian. His people go back to so-called Negroes, and Negroes who was in Sicilia, the Moors.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But he looked like a white person because down the line they kept getting with the white women, you know? So it goes to your father's lineage.
Yeah, like I wonder sometimes about mine.
And you got people who look like us who are actually so-called white people. Edomites. Edomites, the devil.
Okay.
Like Lenny Kravitz. You heard of Lenny?
Yeah.
He an Edomite.
Okay.
He's not one of ours.
Okay.
Salakia, did you remember that Dave Chappelle skit and show where they was doing the racial drafts?
Yeah.
And they was like the Jews, we take Lenny Kravitz, and you know they was basically choosing right though. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle no, but they somebody else they chose. They was like yeah, but it was funny. But I thought it was. I was looking at it a while ago because you know he shit on Netflix.
Jake chose Tiger Woods.
Yeah, Tiger Woods.
I think we chose Eminem too.
Yeah,
Eminem. He one of us.
Eminem.
Chinese chose the same clan and shit.
Mm-hmm. But you know who a big tear today? Kamala Harris.
Yeah, that was next.
Kamala Harris, the vice presidential candidate.
Oh really?
Yeah, she not one of our people. They keep trying to pass her off as one of our people. But she's actually an Edomite. You know? So, we're just giving you some examples.
Like they keep trying to pass her off.
You say what?
What do you mean they keep trying to pass her off?
They're trying to pass her off like she's a so-called black person.
Oh, okay.
Like she's one of our people, but she's really a so-called white woman.
I see.
So the sisters think they taking a W, a win, but really they not. Just to confuse them.
Guess what? She ain't gonna do nothing but take more of your men away.
Yep.
You know.
She was throwing black women in jail too.
Oh yeah.
So she gonna throw a lot of them in jail too.
Tia and Tamara, those are other examples of tears.
Mm-hmm. Tia and Tamara. Smart guy. Yeah, you might.
What?
But yeah, we just give you some examples, but Yeah.
I got one real quick on that speckled bird. See, the scriptures explain how the Israelites gonna look like all the rest of the different nations, but they gonna have the same type of spirit. It's gonna resonate. It's gonna vibe with each other. You know, this is Jeremiah chapter 12, and I start at verse 7. I have forsaken my house. I have left my heritage. I have given the dearly beloved of my soul into the hands of her enemies. The Lord is talking about the Israelites.
Right.
You know, we always compare it as the Most High's woman. Like he loves us, the apple of his eye.
Right.
Verse 8. My heritage is unto me as a lion in the forest. It crieth out against me. Therefore have I hated it. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird.
The speckled bird. A bird with many colors. Very colorful birds from a light brown to a dark brown. Some of us look like white people. Like I said, because of the mixing.
Right.
You know? Because of the mixing. Some of us look like East Indians. Some of us look like Arabs. Some of us look like the blackest Africans. Some of us look like Cushites and all types of stuff.
Yeah.
Because our people, the men of our nation, they love these. They love the nations, the women of the other nations, and they love to get with them. You know, make babies. You know. So
Right.
that's what happens.
My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field. Come to devour.
Can you read it again?
My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her.
Birds round about are against her. The other nations, they are against her. You know, they're against us. And, I was watching the news the other day, and they got a lot of Italy on lockdown because Esau know that a lot of those Italians is actually niggas, man. So they putting strict measures on them for real. Yeah,
You think, really?
yeah. A lot of them, especially the southern Italians, a lot of them is really Negroes, man. They just look like white people.
Hilarious.
Hey, what was the name of that TV show, Jersey Shore?
Yeah, man.
Everybody on that was a Jake,
Yeah,
man.
them just the niggas with sprints in their head.
Yep, them niggas with spritz in their head.
Oh, yeah.
Them niggas with a lot of chemical in their head. Them Negroes, man. They look like Latinos, bro.
Yeah.
But Esau, he coming down real hard on them on that COVID-19, all the lockdowns or whatever, because he know them niggas too, so we gonna go hard on them.
And that's really what you could just pay close attention to that. Whoever Esau dropping the hammer down on, whoever he is going overboard on, man, 9 out of 10 of Jake, man. You know, or you know, sometimes you get people of his own nation that want to go against him and shit, but whoever he really putting the pressure on, man, this 9 out of 10 is Jake. Wherever they at, in whatever part of the world they at, man.
But it's funny, they got such a big microscope on us, but they own people finna fight them.
Yep.
These Edomites are rebelling real hard against these measures, these strict measures Esau coming with, man. These lower level devils, like y'all sent that video with that dude, he ripped up that $15,000 fine. They
Yeah.
doing that heavy, bro. You know?
They ready for violence, man.
They ready for war. They ready for war against their own country, against their own government. And of course they ready for war against our people.
And that show you how big of a devil he is if you gonna juke your own people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Satan's house is divided and they're about to kill each other.
Oh, Satan's house is divided?
America
too?
is Satan's house.
You think so? I
know so. And who run America? The so-called white man who is Satan.
Yeah.
Look at what go on here, man.
And they divided.
Yeah.
Russia about to lock horns with America. Aren't those two Edomite countries? Yes.
Man.
The EU gonna bomb on America. And they supposed to be on the same team. They breaking up.
And I know, like, kind of what you mean because, I don't know, I feel like, what was I gonna say? I feel like, damn it, I lost my train of thought.
I was gonna say Biden is already proposing ways to reduce guns and stuff. I think he said something about like actually have your name about the gun law, but it's more stricter restrictions. So who you think more concerned about that? These Edomites.
Yeah,
Also-
I think these masks were like the first part of the like the mark of the beast type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Conditioning. Yeah, it's conditioning.
Yeah, the conditioning. Yeah.
They've been conditioning us though. It's just now they speeding it up because they really.
Something else to add on what you said, Rod. They did put something out like you gotta they mandatory buying back the AR-15s.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so.
Mandatory.
Yeah.
I think they said if you don't,
Mandatory AR-15.
Buy back. Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you said martial law.
So the so-called white man is rebelling against his own government, which is a beautiful thing.
That's right.
But that's a sign that they're about to fall. Like Esau always told us coming up, divided we stand, Slocky, divided we fall, united we stand.
Right.
You know? And this country is not united. No way,
Right.
shape, or form. So they're about to fall.
Man, is it supposed to get like storm or something?
I don't know. The wind be blowing down here, boy.
Yeah, no.
You get that same type of body.
Yeah, I was gonna get it.
Like, truly, I'm just,
And if you don't, and the Bible talks about Satan's house, if you don't think America is where you think it is.
like,
Well, it is right now, but there's a certain people on this planet, a certain man on this planet who actually is Satan. It's not a playground for the so-called black man. It's hell right now for us.
it's a cage.
It's a cage right now for us. It's not a playground for the Latinos. Same thing with them. Not a playground for the Native Americans. It's not a playground for the East Indians. Who is it a playground for? What people do you see going all over the earth on vacations? In every country, they got resorts for a certain race of people to come over there and get over there and have all the fun.
I guess people that put a lot of value in, you know, money and things.
Who was that? Who got
I
all
don't
the
know.
money?
Who sets the price of corn?
Yeah. Hey, who
Price
own
of
all these
canned
buildings?
money.
Who own all these buildings? Black people?
No, I mean, I don't know really, but
White people.
but
White
I'm
people.
assuming that
This earth is Esau's, the so-called white man. This is playground right now.
I mean, I think that there's a few different kinds of people that got all the money.
And the so-called Jew. And the so-called Jew too, right?
And the so-called Jew?
Yeah. They got all the money too. The Jewish people.
Well, yes.
Those are white people. Those are so-called white people. They're the same people.
Yeah, they own all these same.
They own all this, all these buildings. They own all this.
Yeah.
Yep. Can you get that for me?
Yeah, I got it. This is Mark, St. Mark chapter 3, and verse 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself,
America, a kingdom divided against itself, man. Oh, you voted for Biden? Oh, you a snowflake. We gonna kill you in the Civil War. That's what certain Edomites are saying. Go ahead.
that kingdom cannot stand.
Mm-hmm.
But if a house be divided against itself, that
Or you
house
vote for
cannot
Trump,
stand.
or you running around with a Trump hat off and to knock you out. That's what people say. That's
Really?
what people do. You got a Trump hat on, you probably finna get knocked out, stumped out, shot, ran over on purpose. That's where we at right now. It's a kingdom
But-
divided against itself.
But like ultimately, in the end,
But
it's
Trump
gonna
and Biden
be,
is on the same team. What's
Right.
that?
it's gonna be if you're with God, right?
Yep. That's who's gonna survive. That's who's gonna make it up out of here. The elect, the people who are with God, like you said.
Yeah, but that's who they're gonna be like pointing their fingers at, like they
Oh, yeah.
are,
Oh,
like
yeah, they gonna be,
like
yeah.
oh, if you're with Biden, then you're this, you know, if you're blah blah blah, then you're with that, you know. Yeah.
Some people don't realize, Slovakia, that Trump and Biden is on two wings that's on the same bird. You know,
Yeah.
oh, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat, but it's the same bird that's flying over.
I think like artificial intelligence is the Antichrist. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there are the scriptures talk about many antichrists. There are many antichrists.
Just a little bit more.
Right, because like
Go ahead.
like artificial intelligence, you know, like can be embedded within humans.
Yeah, we was
You
just
know?
talking about that before you came up here. The
So
RFID.
then you have, so then
you
you
heard
have
about
like
the microchip?
yeah, or like fiber optics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Verse 26.
They coming with that all that transhumanism, but they ain't gonna get
Oh,
that
man,
far.
it's a
They ain't gonna
trip.
get that far.
And if
I
Satan
think
rise
they're
up against
bad.
himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end.
Read it again.
I think they already
like-
had.
And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself, and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end.
You hear that? If Satan rises up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand. He got an end. Like we constantly going over. This country, Satan's number one playground, America, the so-called greatest country on this earth, is divided, man. And it cannot stand.
No.
And the
We
tensions is
haven't,
getting
we
worse and
haven't been
worse.
able to stand out.
You say what?
We haven't been able to stand it, don't seem like, not for a minute, you know?
So we're about to witness a straight up collapse and the fall of America.
It's so many moving parts to the collapse of this place. Now, you have all this, the pushing of the alphabet agenda. You got the pedo agenda that's being ushered in, like, you know, it's being buttered.
Right.
Like they making it seem harmless, you know. People getting upset about that. It's just so many things that people are finding, you know, fault with this place that, you know, it has no choice but to collapse.
Right. But we just have to remember that the war's already been won.
Yeah, it has already been won.
Yes.
But we still got to go through the process.
Yeah.
In another realm, the war has been won.
And that's what I'm
But we
scared
still, in
of.
this